moving on to the other big development, where the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has felicitated the personnel who were involved in Operation Mahadev. Remember, Operation Mahadev was a joint operation by the Indian Army, the CRPF and the Jammu and Kashmir Police, where they neutralised 3 terrorists who were involved in the Pahalgam terror attack. Ajay Jandyal is on the telecast with me. Ajay, shed more light into the felicitations and much deservedly that have been initiated by the Home Ministry and the Home Minister himself. Visuals on your screens of the awards that are being presented by Union Home Minister Amit Shah to the team that included the Indian Army and the Jammu and Kashmir Police and the CRPF that were successfully able to neutralize those 3 terrorists that were the masterminds, the ones who orchestrated the deadly Pahalgam terror attack. Ajay, back on the telecast with me. Ajay, give us more information, particularly about how significant and important imperative it is for the government of India, for the whole country to recognize, acknowledge and felicitate the success of the CRPF, the Army and the Jammu and Kashmir Police in being able to neutralize these terrorists.
See, it was a very important operation because we remember that how after Pahalgam attack, when a nation was in the pain, and how Indian Army and the Indian Air Force, they have carried out massive attacks in Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir, when a number of terror launch pad and Pakistani air bases were decimated. What the thing was that where were the people, those who have carried out attack on the Pahalgam in which tourists were killed? So that's why that killers were very important, that terrorists were whom security forces were tracing and tracking. They were spotted there in Srinagar's Dachgam area, where all the terrorists were killed, and they were the real heroes, though brave soldiers of the Jammu Kashmir Police, CRPF and the Indian Army, those who have ensured that they will be neutralized as soon as possible. No doubt they took time, but it was very important for the nation that these people should be punished, because nation were waiting, family members were waiting, and that's why Amit Shah, he met these brave heroes of the CRP, Indian Army and the Jammu Kashmir Police, those who were involved, those who were basically carrying out searches and trying to track these terrorists. And in Dachigam, when they have traced them without any collateral damage, any casualty of the security forces, they have ensured that they has to neutralize all the terrorists, those who are responsible for this massive major terror attack in the Pahalgam, in which innocent civilians, innocent tourists were killed by these terrorists.
As you're talking about how this entire operation was conducted by the armed forces, by our security forces, how is it being ensured that Jammu and Kashmir is kept safe from any of such similar attack to take place in the future?
Yes, Amit Shah, when met with the security personnel, those who were involved in that, encounter, that operation in which all the terrorist Pahalgam attackers were killed, he met with them. He definitely took stock of situation of Kashmir, and definitely he also got discussed that how is the situation, how they have traced these terrorists, and how this operation was carried out. But at the same time, he also inquired about the current situation in Kashmir, and what is the plan of the forces in Kashmir to ensure that all the terrorists present over here in the Kashmir Valley, they has to be decimated, because the major thing is that terrorists, those who basically were the local terrorists, most of these terrorists, they have been neutralized by the security forces. But those who are Pakistani terrorists, those who are hiding in the forest area, those who are trying to survive and save their lives by sitting in the forest area, how our security forces are going to neutralize them, how they are planning to ensure that peace will not be disturbed in the coming days by Pakistan and the Pakistani sponsored terrorists, how they are going to ensure it. That is what basically was a point of discussion during this meeting.
Okay, all right, Ajay, thank you for sharing all that information. I'm also being joined by Manohar Kesri. Manohar, क्या significance है जब होम मिनिस्टर खुद ये सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस के पर्सनल है, वही टीम जो कि उन तीनों टेररिस्ट को न्यूट्रलाइज कर पाई थी, वो ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुल हुआ था, ऑपरेशन महादेव, क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है और कितना ज़रूरी है इस बात को लगातार हाईलाइट करना?
बिल्कुल, जिस तरह से आज दिल्ली में सीआरपीएफ के जवान हों या फिर इंडियन आर्मी के हों या जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस के हों, उनको जिस तरह से केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री ने सम्मानित किया है, इससे एक साफ मैसेज जाता है उन तमाम जवानों को लेकर के कि वो उनका मनोबल जो है तो काफी हाई हूँ। वो दुश्मनों से जब लड़ाई लड़ते हैं तो जी जान को लेकर के लड़ते हैं, चाहे सीमा की बात हो, एलओसी की बात हो या बॉर्डर एरिया की बात हो। तो ऐसी स्थिति में एक इसका एक पॉजिटिव मैसेज क्या है, खास करके याद होगा जब 29 जुलाई को संसद में चर्चा चल रही थी ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को लेकर के, तो उस वक्त जो है तो केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह ने खुद इसकी जानकारी और डिटेल से दी थी ऑपरेशन महादेव को लेकर के, कि किस तरह से 3 जो आतंकवादी थे, जिनमें से एक फैजल भट्ट जो मास्टरमाइंड कहा जाता है पहलगाम आतंकी हमले को लेकर के, उन तीनों को किस तरह से भारतीय सेनाओं ने, जवानों ने किस तरह से उसको एनकाउंटर करके मार गिराया और किस तरह से पाकिस्तान के सारे सबूत मिले हैं। तो ऐसी स्थिति में आज उन जवानों को सम्मानित करना एक बहुत बड़ी गर्व की बात है, उन तमाम सेनाओं को, सीआरपीएफ के और जम्मू कश्मीर के, ताकि आगे भी इस तरह के अगर दुश्मन कोई कार्रवाई करे तो उसका मुंहतोड़ जवाब दे सके। जी
बिल्कुल मनोहर, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया एंड थैंक्स फॉर गिविंग अस दोज अपडेट्स।